Welcome to Bible Stories, the channel where we dive deep into the timeless tales and profound lessons found in the scriptures. I'm thrilled to have you join us as we explore the rich history, characters, and spiritual wisdom that have shaped our faith. Today, we're turning our focus to a fascinating chapter of the Bible, the final days of King Solomon, one of the wisest and most celebrated figures in history. Even though Solomon was known for his extraordinary wisdom, wealth, and the monumental construction of the Temple of Jerusalem, his story also teaches us valuable lessons about the consequences of straying from God's path. Throughout this episode, we'll journey through the highs and lows of Solomon's reign, from his divine appointment as king to the choices that led to his eventual downfall. It's a powerful reminder that even the most blessed among us can face challenges when we allow external influences to weaken our faith. I invite you to stay with us as we uncover the wisdom, challenges, and consequences of King Solomon's life, all while reflecting on how these lessons apply to our own spiritual journey. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Bible Stories. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on all our future episodes as we continue exploring the incredible stories found in the Bible. If you enjoy today's video, please leave a like, comment your thoughts and reflections, and share this video with your church group, family, and friends. Your support helps us spread these life-changing messages to more people, and we'd love to hear from you in the comments. King Solomon, the son of David and Bathsheba, stands as one of the most prominent figures in the Bible, known for his unmatched wisdom, immense wealth, and pivotal role in building the Temple of Jerusalem. His ascent to Israel's throne was marked by family turmoil and challenges after the death of King David. Adonijah, Solomon's older brother, attempted to seize the throne, but through the intervention of the prophet Nathan and Bathsheba, God's chosen one, Solomon, was crowned king. The divine prophecy given to David in 1 Chronicles 22 made it clear, "You have shed much blood and waged many wars. Therefore you will not build the temple in my name. However, your son, a man of peace, will build it." This son, Solomon, whose name is derived from the Hebrew word shalom, meaning peace, would bring tranquility to Israel during his reign. Solomon's rule over Israel spanned approximately 40 years, from 971 to 931 BC. While little is known about his youth, biblical accounts provide a glimpse into the complicated family dynamics in which he grew up. David, with his many wives, faced frequent power struggles among his children, each seeking influence. Solomon's rise came at a time of heightened tension, as a struggle for the throne unfolded during King David's final years. Prior to this, Absalom, Solomon's half-brother, tried and failed to usurp the throne, and later Adonijah made a similar attempt, even staging a coronation. With the support of David's former general Joab and the priest Abiathar, Adonijah sought to claim the throne. However, Bathsheba, Nathan, and the priest Zadok intervened, reminding David of his promise to make Solomon his successor. David acted, and Solomon was anointed king, likely around the age of 18, with Zadok presiding over his coronation. Early in his reign, Solomon focused on uniting the kingdom and establishing peace. His exceptional wisdom, which set him apart as a leader, was revealed through a covenant he made with God. This covenant, documented in 1 Kings, was solidified in Gibeon, where Solomon offered sacrifices to God. That night in a dream, God appeared to Solomon, offering him anything he desired. Solomon humbly requested wisdom to govern the people with fairness and justice, acknowledging his need for divine guidance. His choice to seek wisdom over personal gain demonstrated his commitment to leading with integrity. God was pleased with Solomon's request and granted him not only wisdom, but also unprecedented wealth and honor. One well-known example of Solomon's wisdom is the famous story of two women who came before him, both claiming to be the mother of the same child. This story, found in 1 Kings 3, showcases Solomon's unparalleled ability to render just and wise judgments. At this critical moment, two women approached King Solomon, seeking a resolution to their dispute over a child. Rather than making a rushed decision, Solomon suggested a shocking solution: to cut the child in two, giving each woman half. The reactions of the women quickly revealed the true mother. The woman who truly loved the child pleaded for the baby's life, even suggesting that the child be given to the other woman instead. In contrast, the other woman, who was not the child's mother, agreed to Solomon's suggestion. Solomon, using his wisdom, recognized the real mother, the one willing to give up her child to save its life, and he decreed that the child should be given to her. In addition to his wisdom, Solomon was known for his remarkable accomplishments, most notably the construction of the Temple of Jerusalem. This monumental project became not only the spiritual heart of the kingdom, but also a symbol of God's enduring presence among the Israelites. The grandeur of the temple reflected both Solomon's administrative skills and the kingdom's wealth and prosperity. Although the desire to build a temple had originally been conceived by his father, King David, it was Solomon who brought this grand vision to life. The biblical account details the precious materials used, such as cedar wood from Lebanon and pure gold for its decorations, showcasing Solomon's dedication to honoring God. The chosen site for the temple, Mount Moriah, held deep significance, as it was the place where Abraham had shown his faith by being willing to sacrifice his son Isaac. This act of faith underscored the temple's role in continuing the covenant relationship between God and his people. The Temple of Solomon became Israel's spiritual and cultural hub, uniting the people in worship. Solomon was also focused on building international alliances, expanding trade, and strengthening diplomatic relations. A famous example is the visit of the Queen of Sheba, who came to test Solomon's wisdom, as recorded in 1 Kings and 2 Chronicles. Upon arriving in Jerusalem, the queen posed challenging questions, all of which Solomon answered with ease. The queen's visit, with a caravan filled with spices, gold, and precious stones, highlighted the importance of diplomacy. Solomon also formed alliances with other nations, including Egypt and Phoenicia, by marrying princesses from neighboring kingdoms, a common practice to secure peace. However, despite his wisdom and accomplishments, Solomon was not without faults. His reign was marred by personal failures that had lasting impacts on Israel's future. One significant misstep was his involvement with foreign women, which went against God's instructions. According to 1 Kings 11, Solomon took many foreign wives, including the daughter of Pharaoh and princesses from neighboring nations, violating God's law that forbade such marriages. Solomon's marriages were more than just political alliances. They introduced foreign customs and religious practices into Israel. His foreign wives brought with them their own religious traditions, which gradually had a negative impact on Solomon. Over time, he began to tolerate the worship of various idols, and even participated in rituals that directly opposed the exclusive worship of the God of Israel. This drift from faith culminated in the construction of temples for the deities of his wives, an act that blatantly defied God's commandments. Solomon's apostasy, including the building of altars for idols, is detailed in 1 Kings 11 and 12, marking the final phase of his life and reign. Throughout his time as king, Solomon not only engaged in diplomatic relations, such as the visit from the Queen of Sheba, but also formed marital alliances with princesses from nearby nations like Egypt and Phoenicia. This was a common strategy to secure peace and strengthen ties between kingdoms. However, despite his fame for wisdom and grandeur, Solomon was not without faults. One of his significant errors was disobeying divine instructions by marrying foreign women, including the daughter of Pharaoh, as detailed in 1 Kings 11. These wives, who worshipped other gods, brought foreign religious influences into Israel. As Solomon began to allow and participate in idol worship, his loyalty to the God of Israel weakened. This turn of events culminated in the construction of temples for the gods of his wives, directly contradicting God's laws. This period of Solomon's reign was a mixture of both glory and downfall, revealing the complexities of his leadership. His decision to marry foreign women and accept their gods had dire consequences, leading to God's anger. As a result, adversaries arose against Solomon, including Jeroboam, one of his trusted officials, who eventually rebelled and led the northern tribes. Solomon's death marked the end of a significant era. After ruling for 40 years, he passed away, leaving behind a legacy that included the construction of the magnificent Temple of Jerusalem and a reign of peace and prosperity. While the Bible does not detail the cause of Solomon's death, 1 Kings 11:41-43 notes that his actions and wisdom are recorded in the book of the Acts of the Kings of Israel. Solomon was buried in the city of David, and his son Rehoboam succeeded him as king. Solomon's death and the division of the kingdom. Solomon was the final king to rule over a unified Israel. He passed away from natural causes at the age of approximately 80. Following his death, his son Rehoboam ascended to the throne. However, the majority of Israel's tribes, 10 out of 12, refused to acknowledge him as their leader. This led to the split of the once united monarchy.